Brunch. That's how we say brunch.
Here's to the ladies who say basic with their lunch. Be a queen.
Be a boss.
Ladies who brunch and pop it off.
Hey, we pop and pop it off. We pop.
All right. The episode's about to start.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ladies Who Brunch. I'm Julissa.
What's good, everybody? This is Skittles. And today we have the Latina, hilarious drag queen extraordinaire. If you've been down to Stonewall, you've been down to Hell's Kitchen, you've seen this bitch working.
Grace Papaya.
Grace
Ari Kiki, who the fuck are you?
Hey. Mayor of Dallas BBQ on 23rd and 8th.
Get it.
Yes, come on, Hennessy Wings.
I haven't been to BBQs in a minute.
I'm going on Thursday. I haven't been in a minute.
Oh, I haven't been in a minute either. I love their wings.
They're so ginormous.
Yeah.
No, they're those
stairway
chickens.
Those are the stairway chickens.
Yeah.
I love getting getting the chicken and then having the Hennessy sauce on the side.
Smart.
Because it's like
It's
the
too
chicken
much.
tastes
It's
good by
excessive.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
They be like,
Right.
I'm very particular about getting my fingers messy.
Yes.
I'm particular getting my fingers messy and eating anything with bones in public.
Yeah.
I'm always like, Caucasian. I'm not that bold to fork and knife it, but I'm like borderline.
Right. But I always appreciate the one friend who breaks that mold, because then I'd be like, listen, if this bitch is doing it,
Yes.
and then you get up all in that shit.
Get it.
That's why you need friends like Cardi. I feel like Cardi is out here sucking on chicken bones.
Yeah.
Well, when she gets the whole seafood thing,
Yes.
I want her to do a full ASMR moment where her just like,
Just right.
Oh my God.
let me use my veneers.
Right. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ari Kiki by night. It's Marty by day. I am New York's Latina hot mess. I've been doing drag for 10 years in June. I am Puerto Rican and Cuban.
Wepa.
Born and raised in New York, Manhattan specifically. I have siblings. I have 2 younger brothers and 2 older brothers. My parents are retired in Puerto Rico. I work with 2 of my brothers at my day job, which we'll not discuss at the moment. I work at Stonewall Inn. I've been there for about 6 years. I'm considered the unofficial house queen there.
Nice.
And I also work at Phoenix Bar on the Lower East Side and Gym Bar in Chelsea.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And I have kids. I have many kids.
Yeah, shout out to the House of Kiki.
But I take care of them unlike some drag mothers.
Ooh.
Whoop. Yes.
You saw that? Jesus.
And I love, just like I think I had the pleasure of watching you perform at Boxers with Cesa when Cesa was on stage.
Yes.
That was a
And
fun night.
I
That
have
was so
to say,
fun.
I've the energy that you bring, you automatically are able to turn the entire room into your besties. And it felt like such a comfortable space. And I even got called up for to play around with the game, the lip syncing for my, and even just, but
I have some great footage from that.
Oh gosh, I haven't seen it, and I don't think I can ever watch that. Do not ever make me watch that.
Do you remember what song she had to lip sync to?
Oh my God.
I forgot
Wasn't it Show Me Love, by Robin S?
Was
Yes.
it
You
might have
got
been.
to show me
Yeah,
love.
probably. I remember. I think I only
Yep.
remember
Mhm.
it was
And you
being the chorus,
dipped.
and then
You dipped.
all the women after were picking their songs and stuff.
Oh, it was
After
the
y'all
older
told
ladies.
me,
It was the viejas.
after the rules was that we had to take whatever was given to us, because if they had given me a chance, I would have picked some shit that I really should have killed. But it was fine because God had my back because I won anyway.
That was funny.
She got drinks.
Yes, she did. No, but honestly, I just like the energy in that room. And sometimes, you do go to drag shows or drag bars, and depending on the crowd and in the city, sometimes it gets touristy, right? And then it's not this a space for the community anymore. It feels very showmanshipy. But that was just so perfect, and we were uptown, and it really, really excited me to have you on here today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what got you into drag?
I got into drag, as I mentioned, about 10 years ago. I actually dabbled in drag before that. I don't talk about that character. That wasn't fully fleshed out. But Ari was born out of a relationship, actually. I was in a relationship for about 5 years off and on. It was very taxing. I'm thankful for the relationship, but it definitely wore itself out way too long. Like, when you're in those relationships, you're like, I'm not ready to leave. He's still good. This, that, and the other.
Yes.
Like, we're not a good match for each other. It was my first.
No tour.
Y'all saw the look that I gave? If y'all are listening, because my eyes shot straight across to Julissa.
It's so real. It's so real.
It's so real, though. I feel it. But you got something out of it.
Yeah, I think with any relationship, there are lessons to be learned. It's up to you to take the lessons and learn. It took me a while to learn the lesson. I kept on walking into the wall. And I'm like, oh, bitch, stop walking into the wall.
Stop
Use
walking
the door.
into the wall.
Walk out that relationship, bitch. We're still friends, but it took me a while for us to get to that point. But I grew out of that relationship, and I was very submissive in that relationship. Whatever he asked of me, I was like, sure, I'll jump, I'll run, and whatever. And after that relationship, I've been single since because I just don't want to sacrifice myself anymore.
Right.
I've done this before. It's not cute, and you don't feel happy in the end. Right. So Ari was kind of born out of that. It was like the phoenix rising out of that relationship.
Yes.
And I also, at the same time, my good Judy that I went to college with, she's queer identified. We both went to Hunter College, and I was living with her in between the relationship, right before, in one of the breaks, and then right after the final break. And we both volunteered for a nonprofit called the New York Anti-Violence Project. And so we were taking lessons to be hotline operators. And it just opened my eyes more to the culture that I wasn't part of or aware of. And I feel like a lot of gay men don't bother to educate themselves about trans experiences. For the white gay man, the POC experience. And so it just widened my views, and I was like, oh, you could be this, you could be that, and there's other boxes that you don't need to be in.
Right.
So it kind of opened up my eyes, and I kind of started developing Ari out of that. I also like that Ari was a shorter version of my already short real name, Marty. It's easy to say when you're drunk. And originally I was going to go by Ari Star, but that's real conceited. And I'm like, if I wasn't going to be good, I didn't want to be like, well, she ain't the star, girl. I met a few people while I was doing the hotline training who were more part of not necessarily the ball scene, but just different circles that I wasn't part of. And I learned the word Kiki. And I was under the impression, understanding that to Kiki was to joke around, to not take yourself seriously, or to bochinche, to gossip. And I'm like, these are three things that are pivotal to who I am as a Latina. So let's get into the Kiki. Right. So Ari Kiki was born.
I love that.
Wow, yes.
Thank you.
Well, Ari Kiki, when you go out to brunch with your girls, with your daughters, or the house or whatever, what is your choice beverage that you are going to be drinking?
I like a Bellini. A peach Bellini.
Peach is always a good, yeah.
I like a good peach.
What's funny is that when you mentioned peach vodka, I was like, oh, because I have a recipe for a peach Bellini, but I didn't get the ingredients today. Next time.
Para la
próxima. Yeah.
I like a peach Bellini. I like sangria, a red sangria, or I used to go to brunch at 5 or 6 years ago. I used to go to Mama Juana's on Dykeman.
Yes, wow.
And they used to have a rum punch. I think it was a Jack rum punch.
Yeah.
And that would get me all the way saucy.
Yep.
All the way saucy.
Yeah, Mama Juana's is something serious.
To the point where I would get sour when they wouldn't come with the pitcher, and I was like, I wasn't in drag, and I'd be like, I'm gonna go get this pitcher and serve the whole table because y'all not doing the job. It's unlimited. Where's my limit? Why are you limiting me?
Right.
It's not my fault. I'm a very parched woman.
Right. If you didn't want to be fast, you shouldn't have said unlimited. Let's go.
Ponte la
Why are you
pila.
limiting me? So then when you are out to brunch, what is your choice brunch plate?
If I don't trust the menu, I always go to steak and eggs.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, I used to bartend at Stonewall. If it's 2 ingredients, you know what you're getting.
Right.
Steak and eggs. You really can't fuck that up.
No, that's real. It's so funny once you said, "Oh, if I'm playing it safe," and you always have to have a safety item. And if a place can fuck up that safety plate, then I'm just like, what's happening here? What's the gimmick? What's the gimmick?
I feel like I don't have a safety brunch plate, but I don't know.
It's usually for me. It's meat and eggs. It's usually my
Right.
go-to.
Okay.
I always feel like you're being gypped if you get pancakes.
Yeah.
Or like a French toast.
Okay.
I don't know why, because really eggs are cheaper. But
but not the steak, though.
But not the steak.
Not the steak.
you pay for it though. She's always like, it'll say like unlimited brunch for $25, and like the steak says like a +5.
Right.
Yeah.
They make sure that or anything with shrimp. They're like, oh, you think you're going to be bougie for
It's a little
extra?
Yup.
There's always a little plus sign. Gotcha, girl.
Yes. All right. So tell us a little bit about what it was like going out to eat when you were growing up.
So I was raised by 2 younger brothers. My 2 older brothers are actually my half brothers, and they were from my father's first marriage. And so it was me. I was the oldest growing up, and I didn't start getting heavy until 3rd grade. I was in an accident where I ran into another classmate, and he pushed me, and my dumbass didn't put my hands down when I fell. So I stopped the floor with my front tooth, and it was like a whole year of me like, because like the tooth had like, it was a fresh kid's tooth. I had to keep on getting work done. Finally, the whole tooth is fake, whatever. But it was a whole year of me like not feeling comfortable.
Right.
It's already awkward for a kid.
Yeah.
And so they were like just trying to please me. So like whatever you want, you can have.
Yeah.
So I loved. When you say eat, what do you mean? Because that's a very broad statement.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like, dale, tell me.
No, I mean like, so going out, so like, for us, sometimes folks are talking about like, oh, when we went out to eat, like it would be like McDonald's, like that was going out because we cooked a lot, or, like, oh, we would only go after church because like church was the sacred day and like that was the day everybody went out together. But like anything, whatever, however you interpret that.
There's so many directions.
Take us all the directions.
You mentioned McDonald's, so I'm gonna go down a semi-sad story.
I'm here for it.
As a kid, I remember like Sundays we would wake up. My mom would usually make like eggs and spam. I love fried spam. It's again, I was raised in Midtown Manhattan, supposed to feel some kind of bougie kind of way, but like we were like. My mom was one of 6 kids, so like poverty was life.
Yeah.
You made what you had to.
Right.
And that's what I was accustomed to with that end. But my father provided like crazy, and he overcompensated. But that's a whole different story for a whole different day. But one of the things I remember was like it'd be a special morning if my mom would go to McDonald's and get everybody a big breakfast.
Ooh, yeah.
She really isn't that big. It's
Yeah,
literally just a
but when I
sandwich.
was
spread out.
But
No,
if you
when
were
I was
at
a kid-
McDonald's for breakfast,
Nah, that was always
it was
a big deal for me
special.
growing up.
Well, because it was
Like,
we used to
yeah.
stop at like 10 o'clock, so you had to get the dumb early
Yes,
to get the breakfast.
no, that was
Yeah.
always a big thing. If you got the big breakfast, that was also a big deal because damn well you could have
Yup.
gotten just one sandwich or
The
one
little
thing.
sandwich.
So I'm so here for
But the
that.
funny thing is, the big breakfast literally is just a sandwich and a hash brown. Just take it. It literally is like a sausage, an egg, the biscuit, and a hash brown.
And then they
on
have
a
the
platter.
Supreme with pancakes.
Right,
that
was
you
the
can-
upgrade. We never got that. We just maybe once in a blue moon if
Right,
he was a
right,
good
the
right.
kid.
pancakes that came on the little like styrofoam
Right,
tray.
right, right.
It didn't come in a
Styrofoam
box or
box.
nothing. It was just like in a little tray.
The flapjacks,
Yeah.
hotcakes.
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 Yeah, the hotcakes.
And I used to like stuff my face, and then so in the platter it's the scrambled eggs, not the circular real egg.
Right.
And so my stomach couldn't process the synthetic egg beats. So like later on in the day, I'd be like,
Oh no.
and the big breakfast just came out every time.
Oh no.
But I look forward to eating it every time.
No. And when did you catch on? Like, did you stop eating the eggs once you caught on?
At some point, I did catch on, but it took. She's walking to the wall. Walking to the wall. Walking to the wall. She's a slow learner. She learns, but she learns.
But she learns. I love that. All right. So, when you're out eating, what's your favorite bochinche topic?
Ooh, bochinche topic. Well, being in nightlife, it's usually other queens. So there's my drag sisters and my drag children. You met Vicky when you came to do our podcast, The Shade Parade. Vicky's my drag sister. Vicky's my drag sister.
Shout out to Shade Parade podcast.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Vicky's my drag sister. I have another drag queen sister called Mary Muscles. And then you get to my drag kids. We have Lola Michelle Kiki.
I've met Lola Michelle.
You've met Lola. She's Candela. Then there's Katrina Lovelace. And then Mr. Emel Kiki, which is my drag son. He's the newest one in the house.
Nice.
Lola loves to kick shit. She loves to feed the flames. She will literally be running around with a gas like can.
Oh my goodness.
She's always so I can always look forward to her like either spilling tea or looking to feed the flames. And so and I'm just like, we're like a respected family. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the bochinche, and that's what I grew up like. Half of my nightlife career was like being the girl to go to when you had bochinche,
right?
Because I would know everything. But then slowly, I also became known as like the nice queen. Behind closed doors, I'm the bochinchera, but like to people's face, I'm the sweetheart. Right.
That's kind of fucked up.
But it's so real. Don't we all know someone? Don't we all know someone
who are very nice in person, and then when we all get together?
But that's Latino households.
I was gonna say we all have it in us. We all
Okay,
have it in us. We all. I'm not just shouting. We all have it in us because, bitch, me too.
Point of reference. We all have big Latino household families,
yes.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Take, for example, whenever you go to a family-oriented get-together with like your cousins or your tias, what would happen as soon as you got into the car to leave the venue?
Yo, all the commentary. It is literally like you press a button and it's like, ting, pero tú yo, right away. And be careful if the car is parked far, because halfway through the walk, you know they start talking to.
El nombre de este, and this one and the other.
Pero que reventada de gorda está.
Always. Why is that always mira que gorda se puso. Always.
Pero parece que se puso en depresión.
Always the concern.
Always
the concern.
Yo, always. And they are so fucked up. Like, literally. Like
why I got body image issues?
Right.
Why I got
literally, because of my family fit all my body. Like, literally in church, they'd kill me. But listen, even in church, women would be like, no, because they came back after, like, their father died. But damn, they didn't need to eat that much because they were depressed. And it's like, bitch, her father died. What are you talking shit about?
It's like the hand with the knife attached.
With the knife attached to it every time. Yes, but I kind of love it about us. I kind of love it about our culture, too. Also, it keeps it fun.
We all love the gossip.
Yes.